You're probably familiar with the exhaustion that comes from going above, from doing too much. So if you want to learn how using a heart rate monitor can help you with that, just keep watching. Welcome, I'm Sylvie K. Ebert, and I help you chronically ill women live your best life ever. I teach how to manage your time, how to crush your goal while coping with your symptoms. If you like this kind of video and would like to see more, please like it below, and if you could share it with your friends, it would really help me out. So the first thing is, how does it work? You do need something to be able to measure your heart rate. You can get some kind of device, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, just using your finger and a watch. There are a few different kind of devices that do monitor your heart. I have mine here. It's a band that you wear around your body, and it's connected to a watch. There are also those that are connected to your phone, and there's the kind of clip that you just put on the tip of your finger when you want to monitor your heart rate, and it gives you your heart rate. So either of those three options is perfectly fine, although monitoring yourself has been shown to be less reliable, because sometimes we miss beat, or sometimes we get into the rhythm and count too many or whatever. So if you can use a device, I think it's better. I wouldn't suggest just using apps that are on your phone and you put your finger on it. I'm not sure how reliable those can be, but if they are, then that will be a good option too. The one that you choose, the device that you choose, really depends on the features that you want. And also by the price you're willing to pay. But right now, they are anywhere between $15 to $80. A few years ago when I bought mine, they were much more expensive, but these new ones seems to work great, and they're just a few bucks. The second thing you need to know about using a heart rate monitor is that you need to know your anaerobic heart rate threshold. I knew I was going to struggle with that word. So that's the limit, okay? Your anaerobic threshold is the limit you shouldn't go over, so that you don't get over extended, and that you don't get into a crash or a relapse, or you're going to be too tired at the end of the day, or even the next day. So there are different ways to get to that number. What is your anaerobic threshold? The traditional way was to take the number 220 and remove from that your age and multiply it by 0.6. So if you're 40 years old, that was 108. If you're 50 years old, that was 102. So as you can see, there isn't really a big difference, and still there's a 10-year difference. So it's not an exact science. That number is just a number to start with. If you see that you do the same thing every day and you're perfectly fine the next day, and you repeat that experience over and over, you might want to up that limit. Yeah. And same thing in reverse. If you see you're using that number but you're exhausted at the end of the day, then you might want to lower that number. It just means that you're doing too much. So using that method of not getting over your anaerobic threshold, it can keep you from getting exhausted and from doing too much, which can lead to a crash most of the time. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be the miracle solution. It can be, and for something even more, I think it's really useful when you want to start exercising again, if you haven't been. it's a great way to get back into it. It has worked great for me in the past. That's when I bought my own. And it's the reason I'm talking about it today is because I haven't really been exercising for the last 2 years, at least not consistently. And I really want to get back into that. And so I thought it worked well in the past. I'm gonna pull it out and get it working again. And I'll let you know how that goes. If it's working, if I'm doing my exercise, if I'm not doing them, I'm gonna keep you up to date on that. So this was just a quick overview of what a heart rate monitor can do for you. If there is interest, I will get more into it in a later video. So don't be afraid to ask questions, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and leave a comment. That's all I had for today. See you tomorrow at 12:15. And until then, stay strong, stay fierce, and live your best life ever. Thank you for watching. I love you all very, very much. Have a great day, and bye.